On a beautiful rain-drizzled morning, we are at ODP Struggler's table, and I am with this gorgeous beauty who's just not beauty. She's beauty, brains, culture, all packaged in maybe one soul. She's Enakshi Sinha from Canada, and Enakshi is here on a 3 months stint of time, and she has been mentoring. She's herself a performer. Odissi is her classical form, and she is the main person behind Mudongo Center of Performing Arts. And Mudongo not only trains, not only mentors, it's a showcase emitting platform for many new talents from India and abroad, which is like now making really names in everywhere internationally and also in India. So people are very interested to know about Enakshi's story, how her journey started, what she has been doing, and we are so privileged to have her, over coffee at the Strugglers table. Enakshi, tell us, how did your journey as an Odissi dancer start? Who was your guru? And what is Mudongo Center of Performing Arts really doing?
First off, thank you so much, Abhishek, for giving me this opportunity to share my journey. Though I won't be able to share much in few minutes, but in a gist, I'll try to share some of my major things what have
Creative
explorations. Yeah. So of course, I started my journey in Odissi with my first guru, Guru Sharmila Biswas from Kolkata. And then I also had the opportunity to learn from Guru Kalichand Mahapatra directly. So I was blessed to have my gurus in Kolkata and in Orissa. And in 2006, when I went to Canada, I decided to have my own organization. So that's what the Mudongo Center for Performing Arts were founded in 2007. And it continued the journey. There were lots of struggles, there were lots of, I was in a place where Odissi was completely unheard, unknown, in a place. So from there, I decided it is good to be unheard and unknown. So that way people will know it from the beginning, from the scratch. So I started literally from the scratch to educate or to, create the awareness of this dance form in that particular place that I was there. But then I moved to a place called Toronto. Of course, Toronto is a big city with lots of other dance forms, good, healthy competitions, good gurus are there too. And we also have, dancers, professional dancers coming from India, senior teachers, gurus and performers, which, keep the whole environment of art and culture, especially in talking Indian classical dance, alive amongst all of us. So anyway, this is what the journey continuing with me.
It was very tough to get Enakshi's time, even when she is in Kolkata. She's always, online. She's doing her workshops. So she's a very busy person, and we love the busyness all around her because she's positively vibrating. Like the vibrations which we get from her is so positive. Such a beautiful smile. Tell me, we are all now very much concerned about mental health all over the world. So how do you think, music has been used as a medicine to heal the mind? How do you think dance is also very, very therapeutic? What's your idea on that?
I've been asked this question before also, and I keep thinking, and I do answer in a different ways. But just imagine we're sitting, all of us here, and if I just play any music, you don't have to be a dancer to move. If that is rhythmic in your ears, we normally, I'm talking about dancers who are not doing, non-dancers, you can't move, right? Why this movement happens? Because mentally, somewhere that music clicks and you're off for a second from your stressful life or the daily thing, and you start moving with the rhythm. So that itself is a huge mental, what I'd say, this in our daily life or in a stressful life, we hardly, sit down for some time and look at the sky or moon or the stars. That will be also very healing for us. We forget because we run and run and run. Run for so many errands to finish in 24 hours, right? Wish I have 48 hours.
Multitasking.
I wish I have 48 hours in a day. I say myself, but then for a second, if you just sit down and listen to the music or just move your body with that rhythm, it itself is so much healing. When we go in front of a sea and we hear that water sound, and I was in Puri just last week, and I was just sitting there in the vast ocean, in front of that vast ocean, not only immersed, but the sound itself was so therapeutic. So I was like thinking, dance is that. You don't have to be a dancer to be mentally healed. It can just play your music and just see undoing. Move your body, your hand gestures. You will see your whatever you're thinking, the thoughts are always there. But you're healing. Somewhere unknowingly, indirectly, you're healing. And if you talk about the macro level, dance itself is definitely healing. If I'm talking about myself, in 24 hours, doesn't matter how busy I am, 10 minutes I have to stand in front of my mirror and play the music, or not the music, play in my, in my head. I'll do some movements. That itself is so much healing that I don't think so any spa or any massage can help me.
That's really lovely. The way she moved. Well, I can't move like her, but I can try. As she said, what she said is, you don't need to be a really trained dancer to move. That's very true. And as she said, even the natural sounds, like the ocean sounds, the sound of the breeze. Maybe if you look at the mountains, if you look at the beautiful moon, you feel that kind of sound resonating in your mind. Nature itself, plays so many sounds. If you just have to connect with it and move with it. And what is so beautiful about Inakshi is she's always in a flow state of mind. Flow state means stress-free. And that is what we all are aiming at Mudanga Center for Performing Arts. They are giving a stage to showcase and finally arrive at that flow state of mind. So one small message for the viewers of Star News Digital. What will your message be as an international dancer, as an international guru, as a mentor who has been owning so many talents? A small message from your side at this breakfast meet at Udupi Struggler Stadium.
All I can say is that life is very beautiful. So live that life in the present moment and try to be amidst nature. Doesn't matter how busy the city is, how busy your life, at least for 5 minutes in a day, if you can immerse yourself with the nature, wherever you are, even sitting in the car, just look at outside in the sky. It will help you a lot. And this Star News Digital doing an excellent job, and thank you again one more, Abhishek, for inviting me. And I'm looking forward for more collaboration and for other interviews to be seen and heard. Thank you so much.